Breaking news tonight, the largest school district in America, New York City, now shutting down.
Reiterating the need to limit travel and self-isolate.
People over the age of 70 and other vulnerable people will be asked to self-isolate. In other words, staying at home and cutting down on their contacts with others.
Of course the warning signs were there, as the coronavirus had slowly been creeping its way into more and more headlines as the early months of 2020 rolled on. But I can say firsthand that the cancellations were a blindside to us all. The rest of senior year, between the performances, final days at work, prom, graduation ceremonies, final hurrahs with friends, all gone. Just like that. Now, as much as it had seemed like it at first, this wasn't a nightmare. If anything, it was our best case scenario. It took me about a day to realize it, but we were given a chance to stay healthy and safe inside of our own homes, which is a luxury not every line of work allows. But more so than that, we were given a chance to make the right choice, to look out for others over ourselves. That's at least how I thought of it anyway. Like most, I was left in my house with very little to do other than the early morning Zoom calls and the seemingly endless line of assignments I had to complete. Still, I had quite a bit of downtime to reflect and comprehend the massive changes that had just overcome my life in the past week. For the first time, my life was turned upside down by something I couldn't control in the slightest, and I could either give in to my lack of motivation or utilize this time to do what I wanted to do.
Everybody, thank you for watching this episode. This is to capture the fact that we're going to have a whole slew of new episodes coming out from LA Productions.
For almost 5 years before high school, I had worked on building a YouTube channel almost every single day. I wasn't setting the world on fire, but I was proud of what I was making, which was more than enough for me. I had just reached my peak in popularity when high school started, and it looked as though I was on the fast track to success. But the stress of classes, homework, and being at the school till 6:30 every day kinda killed my motivation. There were extents of almost a year where I didn't even look at my YouTube channel. This didn't kill my aspirations, however, because even through years of succeeding in art, music, and even math at one time, I wanted to be a filmmaker. And now, I had everything I wanted when high school first started. Time at home where I could work on video projects from sunrise to sundown. And so that's exactly what I did. It's clear I wasn't the only one either, as YouTube had grown to 2 billion users worldwide and received a lot more traffic as the quarantining started. With this growth, the mere possibility of finding success in this line of work made me more productive than ever before. For months, I worked until 2, 3, sometimes 4 a.m., using the programs on my laptop to compose original music, create custom graphics, and record animation stills one by one to further solidify myself as a creator capable of taking on the more tedious work that most directors will just hire someone else to do. Since early March, I can't think of a single day where I haven't done at least one thing that's contributed to a video project of mine. If you had told me at the beginning of 2020 that I'd be making videos like I did 5 years ago, I'd laugh in your face. It had never even crossed my mind that I'd be back doing this again. But here I am, and I feel more capable than ever. And none of this is to say that I wasted my time in high school. It's the leadership positions and relationships I built in that time that made me the person I am today. But now that chapter of my life's closed. I'll never forget the important life lessons I learned and keep learning to this day. But there comes a time in all of our lives where we just want to see what we're capable of. Where we want to stretch the limits of what we think is possible for ourselves. Where we push the limits for the next people in line to try and reach. That time comes for all of us. And for me, that time is now.